Chapter 3. Summarizing Data, Measures of Location. The population is the entire group of individuals or objects about which information is desired. A sample is a subset of the population. A parameter is a numerical characteristic of the population, so it is a number that describes the population. A parameter is a fixed number, but in practice its value is unknown. A statistic is a numerical characteristic of the sample. The value of it can be computed after we have drawn a sample. It is different from sample to sample. For example, the average age at the time of admission and the proportion of students were over 25 years of age at the time of admission of all students who have ever attended a certain college are parameters, but the average weight of students in a sample of 25 students is a statistic. In many cases, we will be interested in a measurement that describes the middle set of data, or the most typical value of a set of data. Such statistical measures are measures of location or measures of central tendency. The most commonly used measures of location are the arithmetic mean, the median, and the mode. The mean of n numbers is the sum of those numbers divided by n. When we have a sample size of n, we have n values. The mean of these values is called the sample mean and is denoted by x bar. We use sigma notation to describe the sample mean. We say that x bar equals to the sum of x sub I form I equals 1 to n divided by n. The population mean is denoted by the Greek letter mu. If we have a finite population size of uppercase N, then mu equals the sum of all values in the population divided by n. In this example, we are interested in the number of twists needed to break a forged alloy bar. The data for 10 bars were given. To find the mean, we add the 10 numbers and divide by 10. Thus 30 is the mean number of twists required to break a forged alloy bar. In example 2, you're told that the elevator capacity is 3,200 pounds. Is it dangerous to have 18 people on board with a mean weight of 166 pounds? Well, we can get the total weight of 18 people by multiplying the mean weight, which is 166, by 18. We get 2,988 pounds. Since this is less than 3,200 pounds, there is no danger that the elevator is overloaded. The mean is the most widely used measure of central tendency. It always exists and it's unique for a given set of data. It utilizes each number in the data set. The mean is usually reliable in the sense that the mean of several samples drawn from the same population do not fluctuate widely. The usual weighted average is the weighted mean. There is a weighted median, but it's not used as often. The weighted mean gives some numbers in the dataset more weight and others less weight when you calculate the mean. For example, if your instructor informs you that a certain portion of your grade is determined by some work, for example quizzes, and a larger portion of your grade is determined by some other work, for example tests, then your grade is a weighted mean. To find the weighted mean, each number in the dataset is multiplied by its weight. Then all the products are added up, and the resulting sum is divided by the sum of the weights. In the following example, you are told that the final exam is worth 4 times as much as each of the 3 one-hour exams. You are given the scores for 2 students, student A and student B, and you are asked to find out which student has a higher weighted average score. We calculated the weighted mean for both students. Student A weighted mean is 78, while student B's weighted mean is 79. Therefore, student B has a higher weighted average score. The overall mean, or grand mean, is the weighted mean of many means of random samples. If we have k sets of data, with means x sub 1 bar, x sub 2 bar, up to x sub k bar, and with sizes n sub 1, n sub 2, up to n sub k, then the grand mean is denoted by x double bar, and is given as a weighted mean where the weights are the sizes of the samples. In this example, there are two classes, Class A and Class B. You are given the number of students in each class and the average score received on a standardized test. You are asked to find the grand mean. Using the rule for the grand mean, we see that the answer is 82 points.